Chairman, there was a lot of irony in Tau Hanare's speech, I thought, this evening, when he berated members opposite for mentioning the fact that Paula Bennett had been on a sole benefit, a sole parent, a beneficiary, and then spent his entire speech talking about it. But I have to say that the Minister also bemoaned the fact that she had been brought into the debate. But I have to say, Minister, you put yourself into the debate a long time ago when you proudly said that you had been a sole parent on a benefit, and on that benefit you'd managed to get an education and you'd managed to lift yourself up, and today you are a Minister of the Crown in the New Zealand Parliament, and you should be applauded for that. But, Minister, you put yourself into the debate, and if it's mentioned by this side of the House, then it's because we see it as an okay thing to do because you did it. We've had other members tonight talk about their experiences, including myself. I have to say that Tau Hanare said that the Minister came from the school of hard knocks. I have to say she also came from a university education as well. And what we have been saying to the members opposite, if this bill is going to do what the National Party claims, then where is the plan to get people into work? And I want to go into that in a moment. But first of all, I want to answer some points made by Hekia Parata. In her speech, she said there needs to be reciprocity. When there is the Crown providing assistance for those who are on a benefit, then there is some obligation on them, and I agree with the member. I agree with her. But what I say to that member is, what is magical about the youngest child being 6? You see, I had one child, and it was a lot easier to have one child when she was 6 to be able to do other things. But if I was a sole parent and I had a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 9-year-old, an 11-year-old, it's a totally different situation. So setting a policy around the youngest child being 6 doesn't take account of the other circumstances within that family situation. That is why it was said in submissions, which the member would have heard, that if you were to use the policy that exists now within the Ministry of Social Development, you have the flexibility to do exactly what this government wants to do without actually bringing in legislation. You see, we do believe on this side of the House that every New Zealander should have the chance of the Kiwi dream of a decent job. We want them to have a decent job with a decent pay. But how do you put a person who's on a benefit on that path? You don't do it by telling them they have to be work tested when their youngest child is 6, regardless of the circumstances, and that they need to be able to do 15 hours of work. Doesn't matter what the job is, doesn't matter what the impact is, doesn't matter whether there is adequate childcare and so on. So I say to the members opposite that if you're going to bring in this policy, where is the plan to make it work? It is not in the legislation. It's not in anything that the Minister has said to date about how these people will be assisted into the jobs when they come. I want to just bring the House's attention to a number of amendments that we have put to this bill. I say to the Minister, why not, if you're going to bring in this policy, change the 15 hours to 20 hours before the part-time work test is applied? Because, Minister, just a few moments ago in your own speech, you said the reason that sole parents went off the sole parent benefit was because of working for families. You recall that, Minister? That is what you said. People went off the benefit, sole parents went off the benefit because of working for families. What does the working for families provide? It provides that at 20 hours of part-time work, that those people are eligible for the in-work tax credit. Why not make the part-time work test apply at 20 hours? If it does what the Minister said, Mr Chairman, if it does what the Minister said, why not apply the 20 hours rather than the 15? And I urge the Maori Party, the ACT Party, Mr Chairman,